What is our guest doing?
I've never seen a struggle. I've never seen.
This is the first guest to struggle with getting upstairs. What's going on here, bro?
My head is part of the structure integral to the set.
Welcome to the episode, Pieface. Here he comes.
Oh, started dropping.
Unreal. Welcome.
Good vocab.
Oh, mate, look at that. That's a serious tracksuit. Oh, ooh, hello.
Thank you. It was a free. I can't lie, it was a freebie.
I was a big fan. You actually, I seen somebody on Twitter comment about your clobber once.
Yes.
And then you very quickly went out and bought like a full Gucci tracksuit or something.
And I actually did that. That's a bit of a nibble.
You love your colours.
That's a bit of a nibble.
You said at the pub quiz, I look like a smart. I always dress like a smart. Is what you said.
No, but you know what? You know them round trees, fruit pastels, ice pops.
Yeah.
This is what he dresses like.
Yeah, I do.
Every time.
I have zero dress
He'll
sense.
rock up looking like a parrot or anything.
And then so what? You've actually fully nibbled on a tweet.
Yeah.
Gone out and spent. It's up around 3,000 GBP.
It was a little silly, on a just as a principled point.
Was it even nice?
Hey, do you know what? It is comfy. Yeah,
It's comfy, but is it nice?
Is it nice to look at?
Yeah, it is not. I can't lie, it is nice. But I had a Primark t-shirt on, so I didn't do.
Okay, so you want to stay in touch. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Not lost touch.
You're one of my favorite accounts on Twitter because I love people that nibble, and you are a nibbler.
Yeah, I'm very bad for it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I genuinely think so. I used to think that people that would nibble, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I realized there's a lot of joy in nibbling.
Yeah, there is.
Like I realized the art of nibbling has been lost.
Yeah.
And I think Reeve, obviously.
Oh, Reeve loves it.
Reeve is up there in terms of top level nibblers. He can't, and it's not like a, oh, okay, I'm going to reply to this guy. He can't help himself. Do you feel like an urge and it just happens? And then afterwards, it's almost like the nibble regret.
Oh, I get the full regret. If I'm raging or if it's a bad football day and we'll go for a bit of an angry reply, I'll look at the next day and think, why the fuck did I reply with that? It does happen.
You do love a little bev, don't you?
Well, now and again, yeah. now and again.
But on the away days, though.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Now, a lot of people, I mean, we spoke about it a little bit on our podcast. You were actually on 2 seasons ago, but Chip wasn't there.
Yeah.
He said he had better things to do, which was a bit weird.
He's
He's a busy man.
It's understandable, you know.
And on that, you spoke about how you travel.
Yes.
For these away days. Now, you got to just fill Chip in and our viewers with the level of dedication. I mean, you want to talk about a dedicated football fan. I think you've got to be up there. And you get on a bus, and obviously you're from Plymouth.
Yeah.
To people that don't know UK geography, it's out in the arse end of middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it is. We are legitimately far from everywhere.
Like even getting a train into London.
Oh, it's good to get to like here is like 3-4 hours to get to here. Yeah, it's far.
Yeah.
It's distance.
All this to chat to us.
Oh, mate, it's an honour.
This is an away day. This is
an away day. I'm privileged. I'm privileged to be here.
So and you'll every other week you'll make this trek up.
Yeah.
And is it like a 5 a.m. start?
If we're lucky, like sometimes 3 or 4. When we've got to play Sunderland, it'll probably be like 2 a.m. start.
And what's that drive up to Sunderland?
Oh, you're talking 7-8 hours. Ridiculous. To get battered. And this is we're shit as well. So we just go. We got to play Sheffield United, top of the league, and we've conceded 10 goals away in 2 games. It's like, what's the point? It's like going to a firing squad. You just know what you're at. Why? Why am I doing it?
So does everybody on the bus? They're all looking at each other like, what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah, every week.
So
every
the
week.
second you get on the bus, no matter what time it is, it's sinking pints.
Not me. I can't handle it. There are a few that will be straight in on cans. I cannot handle it.
Do you wait a bit?
Yeah, I've got to wait. Well, I normally have like a midday. That sometimes does get broken, but I'm like not till midday. Then I just have a power hour.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it. And then I feel like I know the answer to this. You're not staying at hotels afterwards. You're straight back down.
Yeah, and normally it's on no sleep. It's normally like a stream. Normally it's like 36 hours been awake. No, like stream, pick up, go, do whatever, just lose and come home. And then it's the journey home where it's just full regret. Like,
Are people still getting on it on the journey home?
Yeah, there's a few. My mate George will drink. I mean, honestly, we went to Butlins on the weekend after Argyle. So we went to Butlins. He was still drinking the next day on the way home. So we had a Butlins session, had a few hours sleep, was then drinking all day again.
Were you there? You went to Butlins?
Yeah, I went, yeah.
Is that not like quite a lot?
I heard it's pretty class.
It is class.
Nah, it's unbelievable. It is yeah, it's unreal. You'd love it. If you went up
It's-
your-
Oh, really? I'd love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it'd be a fucking great video, man. To just go to Butlins, get
You
razzed
should.
past
Oh,
like the
you should.
50-year-old.
What's a Butlins sesh consist of?
Just a
the
sesh.
timeline.
Yeah.
But there's different weekends. They've got like 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
The one we went to was a cream weekend. So my mate was DJ
Huh?
and had a mad set, ridiculous set. We only went to about 2. We didn't even go to the main building. We just went into some huge place for a rave, walked round into one other club, and then had a house party.
So is
Hold
it
on. What the
cream
fuck is
weekender?
Butlins? I thought Butlins was a family
Oh, it
holiday
is until
destination.
the weekend.
Yeah.
It is until and then on the weekend they have adult weekenders. So it's basically anything goes.
So how much is a weekend at Butlins?
Oh,
Is it cheap?
if you wanted to
Quite
book,
cheap,
so
isn't it?
I think it's between 5 of us, 400 quid for 3 nights. We only did one night, but for the accommodation and everything. So
Is it like, do you pay for drinks in there? Once
it's
you pay?
pricey in there, but you can. We went the first time and they said, "Oh, you're limited to how much booze you can bring in. You got to be careful." So we didn't take too much. We got there and there's Butlins staff helping people in. Do you know the airport style trolleys?
Yeah.
They've got just crates and crates. They're helping them in on trolleys.
What?
So the next year we just took more than we could.
So do you
handle.
line that up with an away day? Is that what you were saying?
We try
originally?
to, yeah. We normally do like a few, like an activity and then the football, which we always lose.
You've got to be so keen for it. Like, I might even just go this week.
What's your go-to resort?
Well, we just went to Minehead and
Yeah?
that was really good.
What's the
We're going to get a mark.
Skegness.
Oh,
this
we
is
haven't
a
done
move.
Skeggy yet. That's
Well,
up
let's
north.
Skeggy.
Skeggy. That's really fun.
Let's
Bognor
see.
Regis is a good one. We've been to Bognor. Yeah, 90s Reloaded. They had Wenger boys there. It was class.
That does sound
It was
unreal.
good.
So, oh, fuck me. Like, oh my God. Where, like, is the closest one to us right now?
Minehead. To
Where's
here,
that?
probably Bognor Regis.
What?
It's like near Portsmouth, hour and a half maybe.
55 quid per person. That's class.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This could
We might have to do this.
Whatever.
You ever done a like a Benidorm job?
No, I don't. I hate going abroad, so that's why I just do it here. It's-
Oh wait, can I ask you about this abroad thing? Because there was you guys and was there not a group of people that were all gonna fly somewhere and you were genuine? And I think it was with the oh fuck, what was it? Girf N Turf boys.
Oh, yes.
And then you were like the day before, or like even on the
No, I
day,
got to
you
the
were like,
airport.
"I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do." Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain the story?
Yeah. So we were going to go and watch Danny's fight, and I did really want to go, but the train journey was so horrendous. It was train, a ferry, and it was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And because it was on a rail replacement weekend, it was stupid. So I thought, I'll do it. I'll man up and fly. So I booked the ticket. Didn't get my money back for the ticket either. I actually booked the ticket. I got there, checked in, actually went through security, was like, right, I'm going to do it. I went to I call it a lounge. I mean, Exeter Airport, you can't really call it a lounge, but it's some sort of overlooking the runway.
Yeah.
I saw a plane take off. I seen my plane coming into land like this. I went, no. And I walked out. I said to security, yeah, I'm not flying. I went and got on the bus, went back to the train station, went to watch Argo.
Oh, shit.
Really?
You've got a deep
Oh yeah,
fear of
I was
flying.
like, no, there's not a chance I'm getting on that.
What if you were to have a drink? Because some people do that. I know people that have a fear
I
of it.
think
They'll
that
get
might
like
be
blackout
different.
drunk.
That could be different, but I feel like for that I'd have to be there and just be like, yeah, get me on it.
You'd have
But
to be getting smashed.
It'll be
Should have
difficult.
gone to the spoons and just sank a few.
I had a couple and it didn't help. Once I saw it land, I was just nah.
yeah.
Mate, do you not find that like
Fair enough,
restricts a lot of what you can do because you're already in the sticks?
Yeah, no, stupidly it does. I've had to turn down some cool things to not fly, which is a shame, but
Do you think you will ever get on a plane?
maybe one day. I have done it once.
Oh, did you?
I did
When?
do it. Yeah, I just
Run us
hated
through
it.
that one.
That
When
was
was
that was to go to Germany.
When?
2018. It was
Yeah.
for FIFA. It was at an EA event.
So how did you get yourself on that time?
To be honest, fuck with Jamie and AJ3 FIFA. Jamie pretty much like wrestled me onto the plane, and then I was sat next to Andy, and he kind of helped me through.
Coach you through it.
Yeah, I was like, "Are we going? Are we going?" He's like, "No, the plane's just moving." I was like, "Are we going? Are we going?" He's like, "No." The whole time, mate, I'm just here like this. I'm not joking.
Weren't you absolutely
man.
battered for the way home?
I
of
was
that?
absolutely fucked. Yeah, I didn't drink all weekend, and we had a party on Sunday, and they were like, "Oh, I'll have a few." I said, "No, I can't." I believe their quote was, "We want to see it. They unleash the beast," because they'd known I've got a history of just I hate alcohol, and if I drink, I'm terrible. So about an hour later, I was absolutely out of it. I fucked. I got back to the hotel probably 3 a.m. I think my flight was at 5.
Yep.
God bless Castro and Peter. I shared a taxi with them to the airport, and I had like no money. They bought me water and everything in the airport.
Oh, you're really on the
there,
run,
mate, I'm
Tim.
there in Tegel. I chundered. I remember I had a McDonald's chund. I'm head in hands in like Tegel Airport, which is a dive. I'm just, and at this point, I'm like, gets me on the fucking plane. I was like, I don't care. I just want to go home.
Oh fuck!
And you got that flight home.
I did get on that flight home, and I remember got to Paddington. Train was absolutely like ridiculous around. I was there with a towel over my head. I had the inside seat. As soon as it pulls off, this foreign girl gets to my right. She must have been French. I said, she's like, "Oh, my seat." I said, "Oh, do you mind if I sit on the inside?" She goes, "No." Oh, so I was on the outside like this, towel over my head for another 3 or 4 hours. Yeah, horrendous. Thought never again, man. Never again.
I'm so sorry you had to sit next to a French person, man. No one should have to
I
go
felt
through
bad. They had to sit next to me, mate. I was not in a good way.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, by the way, back on the Butler.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
I did want to ask, like,
So excited about this, man. You've got
I've been
it.
propaganda in it.
No,
Like,
because-
people must think I'm
We
smart.
might need to do a fella's vlog of us heading to this.
yeah. No, what? How are you getting about that? Because everyone knows Pie. Like, you
Yeah.
must be a bit of a.
Nah, everyone was really sound.
Like, no.
You tend to find there that people are really
pretty
nice.
chill.
Yeah, people are really chill. Everyone's just trying to enjoy themselves, aren't they?
Yeah,
so, like, yeah, everyone. I mean, this weekend everyone was sound as. It's proper fun. Just
Yeah.
if you leave on a Sunday or the Monday morning, the worst part is leaving and seeing like families turn up, and you think, well, they've got to stay, or we've just finished our night out. It's
Yeah, that's rough. That's rough.
yeah.
Fuck, I'm.
Should do a vid for it.
Yeah,
We
could do it,
should.
fella.
You should.
That'd be so
But I might just
funny.
go just for like a personal thing, you know. I'm so,
Just go and check
I'm
it
like,
out.
I'm
It's
thinking,
so sick. I can't talk about. It's just unbelievable. It's basically like our beef are just in this country. You can just do what you want.
It's just
Yeah.
not though, is it?
It is, man. I promise you, it is. You can just do what you want.
Really?
sorted me out for a little winter holiday because I was going to go away to like Lapland or something, but
This sounds a lot more
this
reasonable.
weekend
Palace
could be
is
the
in.
one.
Obviously, you said that you travel around for Argyle. They're
Yeah.
in a bit of a tough spot at the minute, but it's actually your good mate that's in charge. So are you in a bit of a tough spot with it? Obviously, Wayne Rooney, the manager,
Yeah.
but also a member of Girf N Turf.
I know, and I get a lot of stick for this because people go, and this is the regular thing: is you don't call out Rooney, he's your mate. I think where I've needed to call him out, I have. However, our club is so fucked at the minute that I said we could have Guardiola in charge. It wouldn't make a difference. We have no money. We have so many injuries. Yeah, we are abysmal. We are really bad. But he has shown when he's had better players available that we can play good football. So yeah, he hasn't been doing great, and we could be doing much better. But on the flip side, you can't polish a turd.
So is it like a United job?
Is it? This is what Ginger was saying to me, and it almost is. I would like to see him at least have the January window and some financial backing.
See what you can do.
That would be good, but I don't know what sort of situation we are in. I've got the shirt. I know you got the shirt there as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly
for
not
me,
my
that.
shirt, mate. Don't
Love
get it
that.
twisted.
Also, I love that saying "can't polish a turd" because I always just imagine it
like a glossy
just
shit.
shining that shit over. And personally, I think you could actually do it.
It's,
I said you could run
Can't
a half
polish a
marathon.
turd. Watch me.
It's hard though. Even that Girf N Turf aside, I don't know whether there is just something about him where I want him to succeed. It is sometimes with managers you just think they're so bad, just make us lose and get him out. Whereas it's weird. I want him to do well.
Yeah.
And
He
I
hated
hope he
your
can.
accent though, didn't he?
Pardon? He
hated
did.
you.
He did out my accent. Yeah. He
That
says
was
coming
so
from a
funny.
Scouser.
Did it absolutely slander your
Yeah, he
accent
was
and
like-
then took the job the next month?
Yeah, he's like, it's the worst accent I've ever heard. That is coming from him. I thought, oh,
Yeah, his ain't great either.
yeah, Scouse is not a nice one, is it?
Oh, I miss him.
But
That
Love
is. Do you? So when you're do you ever meet up with him?
no, we haven't. Obviously, it's weird in it because he's working with a club and stuff. It's kind of one of them where you leave it because he had to officially leave the Girf N Turf.
Oh, did he have to officially leave?
Yeah, he had to officially leave. I'm assuming that was probably focus on football type thing, but yeah.
Oh
yeah, he had to
shit!
officially-
Drop a press statement.
Yeah, he had to
funny,
officially he had to officially leave. He was so keen for it though. Like 7 a.m. he was in Discord like, let's play, let's go. He loved it. He absolutely loved it.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame that he's not allowed to just play a few games on clubs with the boys. Like, imagine him doing his press conference, but it's like through a Girf N Turf stream.
Yeah, I think the problem is we've just lost 6-1 and 4-0. Can you imagine if the next day he was rocking it on pro clubs? I think people would be like, what?
Is pro clubs still how it used to be, where you need to have like a 95 rated player and shit?
Yeah,
Like, you have to-
the higher rated, the better.
is everybody in Girf N Turf just got
I think
high
quite
ratings?
good. Mine's like 85, 86, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's sad we haven't played for a while. It's
I've heard
I mean-
FIFA is absolutely in the
oh,
mud.
it's so bad.
Like terrible.
Somebody was telling me
was
that the
on sale
game's
for-
already on sale.
Yeah, well, cheers. It was a $5 yesterday.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
Was it actually?
Someone was selling it for a $5.
Yeah.
I mean, wait,
buy it.
someone was selling it?
Not
or-
someone, a website. was
Oh,
selling it for a
website. I've
$5.
seen it's 50%
Yeah,
off.
because I was on hotukdeals.com. It was Cyber Monday.
Hey, man, you can't miss those.
that's
We had our
locked in.
165 thing that went off.
Yeah, I got a $5 off a candle yesterday. It's fucking locked in.
You gotta love a bargain, isn't it?
I love a little
Anything you can
bargain.
get.
Love a little bargain.
What's the
Just like-
best bargain you've ever had?
Oh, mate, like 12 tins of beans for like £1.50. That was years ago, though.
I think I got some croissants once for like 12p. That was quite good.
Oh, a little. No, let me tell you, nothing gets me more excited than a reduced.
The reduced section is where it's at.
You know them ones where they accidentally get priced up and you buy. I remember when I was in college, I bought a tablet for about 20 quid and I was praying that the website wouldn't realise. Somebody had clocked it and posted it, and they did realise and they refunded it.
They
what,
can't do
like a
that.
glitch?
I'm sure they can't do that.
Yeah, I was well good.
That's disgraceful.
Yeah, because it was on there and I bought it. But
Oh, do you remember during lockdown that air fryer that everyone was buying?
Yeah, I had it, the Ninja one.
No, it was like an air fryer that everyone was buying because it was like a tenner. And then Amazon just like rescinded all of the
I
orders.
did hear about that.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, man. Them
disgraceful.
fuckers. What was it? Oh, look. Nah,
Also, do you remember the flat screen TV as well?
Brody's got Laura.
Yeah.
No, the flat screen TV that everyone was sending around.
Go on then.
And then you get sent the link and it's like, the volume doesn't change or something.
Oh
Do you know
my
that
God, I
gag?
heard
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Remember that one?
The volume.
I can't remember what the punchline of the gag was. It's like, this TV's good, it's absolutely fine, but the volume doesn't change on it. And
Yeah.
then there's a punchline, I can't remember what it
Oh
was.
no, I remember the tweet went so viral as well, man.
Broken TV.
Yeah, oh, it was so good.
Oh
I
my
remember-
God. I broke my
Boys,
TV.
I got sent a video the other day, yeah, and I'll see if I can get the picture up. It's a screenshot of an IG reel sent to me by my old boss at when I used to work at Granger Games.
Granger Games.
How are
Yeah.
you
Is that
still
like
in
a-
contact with this guy?
Because like we're just boys in it. He calls me chicken chaser and everything. Like,
What?
yeah, it's
What, like a racial one?
Here it is. What's this?
It's
Just fucking stuck on full.
right. So he messaged me, yes, going. He actually just said, "I still have you saved in my phone as Ricky Martin."
Sorry.
Sorry, mate. Here, let me run you the
Read this
joke.
out,
Yeah.
read this out.
I saw this advert in a window that said television for sale, £1, volume stuck on full. I can't turn that down. Such
Such a dad joke, that isn't it?
such a joke.
Wait, the whole time you was trying to do a joke.
Yeah.
You was, but it
No,
wasn't.
I was telling when people were sending it to their mates, telling that joke.
This went viral like a couple years back in COVID.
Yeah. So this guy's, he says, watching some reels, and this guy finds one of your old Chip t-shirts, and it was a car boot sale, and someone was selling one of my old pieces of merch.
That's a really cool bit of merch.
How much?
It
What
was like a Rugrats thing that said Chip on it, but that is mine.
What have they got it priced up as? Do we know?
Yeah.
I
that'd
tried
be
to
good.
find the fucking thing, but yeah, I imagine like £1 or something.
Do you remember your respecting women merch?
What, you had respecting
No, you've
women?
got to remember this, Cal.
It was actually so nice as well. It was like a box logo thing for the time, and it just said RSPCT on it, and then I had Japanese writing on the side that if you converted it, if you translated it, it said respect to women.
Unreal. There's a
Times
brand
have
of
changed.
there's a brand of t-shirts that you want to start wearing on the pod that's going to get us cancelled, but I can't remember.
What is it?
That doesn't sound like you, Chip. Pushing boundaries.
What is it?
Oh no, what is it? You've got like these tops with sayings on them.
Oh, yeah, bring me my keys.
Bring it, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they're classic. It's like bring me my keys, and it's like loads of fucking pints in a truck, and there's flames and shit. and it's
Yeah,
like,
we don't promote drink driving
and
on
it's
this,
like
so.
we love World War III. That's a fucking
Oh,
banger.
that is a good
I think
one.
I've got a masturbation one. What is it?
Yeah, with the guy in the fucking
The fish.
reel, and he's like, I'm the
fisherman.
masturbator.
Yeah, masturbator, and it's
Yeah.
like a bunch of carp fishermen on
Yeah.
it.
It's no Gucci tracksuit, that's for sure.
Or like lick my pussy and it's a cat.
You're gonna wear that on the point. You're gonna wear that on here.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just such shit banter though, but it's like funny because it's shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty much this podcast actually.
Oh, you just gotta fucking play around in life, don't you?
You just came back from a pretty wild experience.
Yes,
You were locked inside a cage like a
was.
little piggy.
I know that man's done it as well.
Yeah. What was
He
that?
had a terrible tee up.
All right. Yeah, that locked in. That locked in journey. How did you find it? Because it was. We should have offered you a brew, really.
Yeah,
If
mate,
we
a
were
lot of
proper
tea.
on it. How was that?
Yeah, it was alright. Do you know what? The people make it. The people certainly make it. The group we had was unreal.
Really?
Yeah, we all got on like genuinely. We had to make up fake arguments to sort of
Really?
because there was no real arguments in there. Yeah, yeah, it wasn't.
Oh, is that one of those ones that, like, when you say fake arguments, you mean the ones where they give them a challenge, like, oh, try and beef this person? So
Yeah,
that-
there were even some. We just did them anyway. The girls mainly would just start to scrap to see if we'd believe them and things. It was that was
fucking. You must be bored out your
Jesus, yeah.
tits.
Oh, it is the jailmate as well. Oh, because you didn't have that. It
No,
was
I
not,
didn't- we didn't
yeah,
have
it
the
was
jail.
not nice. Like, if we lost challenges, you ended up in jail, so you were segregated from everyone for about 13 hours in a camp bed.
Mate, it's like solitary confinement.
Yeah, it was bad. Like it was you with your team effectively, but it was one sort of small room where you were. They probably put you in there about 8 o'clock and get you up about 9. I remember on the first night, so we lost.
Wait, that's actually awful.
So we lost the first challenge. The only good thing about it was our team proper bonded in there because it's so grim. You just chat about anything.
So how many people will be in a jail? Like,
5. We had 5 and 6, I think, on the first and second nights. But at the end, it was 2 or 3 on some nights.
Yeah.
But I remember on the first night, so people don't see it on camera, but the production come in to take your mics. Obviously, they can't like interact with you properly because we can't get any information. Because people don't realize we do genuinely get no info or anything. They can't do anything like that. It's all very legitimate. So they come in, take our mics. They're like, "Oh, we know it's your first night. We've got like the shots, etc., etc. Now we've got your mics and stuff." I thought he was about to turn around and go, "Oh, it's fine now. You can go in the bedroom." Oh
But he
no!
just kept you in there.
Oh no! Goodbye. Good night. Yeah, that's it.
So you just slept in a jail cell.
Yeah, pretty much. It's one room. Yeah, I wouldn't say
Whoa.
slept either. And I'm old. My back was screwed. This camp bed was horrible, like horrible. It was. I think there was one night where I think the next day they had to have a chat. But they just were like, "Oh, we seen you had a bit of a meltdown last night. Is everything okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's nothing at you." I said, "It's just my anger against the world."
Yeah.
I was like, "What's the fucking point of this?" I was like, "There's 2 of us in a fucking room." I was like, "What am I fucking doing?"
Do
here?
they do a lot of these like health checks on people then? Like if someone's genuinely rattled?
I think if you need the help, they do. I mean, they're all the people there are like really nice people. Like you're well looked after.
Yeah.
And I think that was nice of them to say. Like I just treated it where you're just shouting at the person in the sky, right? Because when you're angry, there's no one else to give.
Chip does that in the office sometimes.
yeah, oh, it's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Screaming
By the way,
and
who
shit.
was like your production manager, like the guy, floor manager? or whatever?
Fraser.
Fraser, yeah.
What a
The
legend!
goat.
Go for Fraser. We
He
just
was
used,
the best guy.
yeah, really, really, really nice guy.
Yeah.
So sound.
So he's still doing it then. He must
yeah,
be, yeah.
yeah. Fraser's still doing it.
What was your favorite part about it?
I
The whole journey.
Yeah, I think obviously coming second was cool. It was really cool to come second. I enjoyed the dog challenge. Weirdly, it's just one of those. I mean, I was bricking it, but it feels like it's one of those experiences that you can never really do unless you're on there. I think as well the fact we come up with that was really enjoyable. That got me through a lot of days.
Yeah, explain this podcast to me because it's called the Loose Riz podcast.
The Loose Riz podcast.
And so it had you, Tays, Jack Joseph.
Yeah, and then we had Michael in as like sort of doing the producer role effectively.
Nice.
He was doing for us. We were just sat there around they had a little sort of table where they had your makeup. I think it was a makeup area.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're at the top of the stairs. They just had a table, and we just jokingly, I think we just said like, "Oh, it's a shame they don't have loose men," and then it just jokingly turned into Loose Riz. And out of nowhere, we just thought, right, well, to kill some time, we'll do a podcast, and then it just turned into almost a daily thing.
Oh, Foot Asylum licking their lips at the idea they've just birthed a podcast
Yeah.
out of niche.
They banged as well when they post them afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
You got their, got
we bring it up.
the YouTube channel here. So have you ever thought about continuing it?
I think we do want to do something with it. We're
Yeah.
not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but I know we'd like love to do it.
Yeah.
I know we really, really would.
I guess with you being in Plymouth, it does make it slightly difficult, doesn't it? Or do you not
yeah.
mind the travel? Well, I guess you're used to traveling.
Of course,
aren't
you travel for things like for content and things like this. 100%, it's proper worth it. The thing is, though, these are also quite like cut. We were talking for some of them like probably an hour and a half.
Yeah,
And
what the
just
fuck? Why are these
chatting.
only 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, they had to. I think they had to. Some of them were a bit quicker. It's like the H when we had H in because he was only in there for a limited time. We didn't have too long to.
To chat to.
Yeah, we didn't have too long to talk to him. But it just got birthed out of nowhere, I guess, and we used that as an entertainment.
That's a good idea, to be fair.
Yeah,
I fucking had a pod and didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's just a sick
But I was
idea,
probably
honestly.
sick of doing it.
What was all this Charlie
Domingo?
Yeah.
What is that?
I wish they could have shown more of that because we were Jack just come up with a guy, a mystical guy. We had a fake producer that we called Charlie, and then there was someone else Jack just came up with called Charlie Domingo, and just randomly we created basically to keep ourselves entertained a character, and we just kept making stories about a random fucking guy called Charlie Domingo. Like Mia was going on about how she'd slept with him. That was one of the things. He'd beaten H up. He'd come on the pod. We'd had it that he sort of he was running scams, and he'd scam Scouse Marley. Like Tays was sleeping with the producer's wife while she was abroad. Like we just made up loads of things.
Mate, you must go nuts.
Mate,
man.
we did. No, we were going. We were losing our fucking minds. We'd just be eating breakfast, and out of nowhere, one of us would just randomly go, "Oh, do you hear about what's happened with Domingo?" And we just go into character mode, and it's just a way to kill time, I guess.
I wonder if Foot Salem are looking at this like, how do we turn this into like actually something? Because these
they
are
must have been.
these are just chatting nonsense.
No, we did. We literally did, but it got us through the days.
Yeah. Who were you closest to when you were in there? Because you obviously knew Tays before from Girf
Yeah,
N Turf.
knew Tays before. So we chatted a lot in there. Obviously, he was spending a bit of time with Heather and stuff.
A bit of time. It looked like that was the whole fucking series. Mate.
Yeah. The thing is, though, during the day, they didn't really speak to each other much. It was more of a nighttime thing. For me, anyway, that's
More like
what
a
I
booty
saw.
call.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call it that, but they did seem to hang around a lot in the evening. I mean, we were on the same team, so the first couple of nights in jail, we all chatted and we spent a lot of time together. So we bonded quite a lot, and that was the same even when we were in the bedroom. We did. I mean, I did encourage it. I won't lie to that. I did try and encourage it a bit.
Wingman in him.
Well, that's what the kind of podcast came from because we created a fake character, Lavender Golf.
Fucking hell. The lore is
fuck
so
is going?
deep.
And we said like she could be 20 from Manchester, maybe a TikToker, and that's where the joke came from of sort of doing it. But yeah, I bonded, of course, with the podcast boys. I chatted to Mia a lot. Like we become really good friends. Because I'm friends with like Becky and stuff, and they're quite close. I think we had like a lot in common. She's quite intellectual, so we had a few good chats. A lot of it just doesn't get shown.
Talk about Rooney's tactics.
Yeah, she talked about makeup. That was one thing I learned a little bit about. But we just had some live chats, but it's not the sort of thing they show, is it?
No.
Yeah, they're only looking for the juicy bit.
Yeah, and it was hard really to find juice because, as I say, we all got on.
Yeah, that's an interesting point because I think one of the big criticisms about this season was it just felt like they were constantly forcing the Tays and Heather thing, and everyone was there like, yeah, we kind of get it, but what about everybody else?
Yeah.
But it does make a lot more sense if there actually really wasn't much else going on. And unfortunately, this is what the producers had to sort of deal with.
Yeah, I mean, I think after a few days, I kind of just realized it's that we don't know what they're showing. So until we get out, we don't see it. But it's their show, right? I'm just there effectively as me to treat it as I would. And I just kind of went about my business, really. To me, whether I got shown or not, it's not...
No,
it's not the end of the world. The only things that frustrated me was, and I made it clear, was I thought a few of the challenges were put in not my favour, and that was a bit frustrating because I'm
which
competitive. Ones? There was a couple that there was one, and I'm adamant. They promised me it wasn't rigged, but I'm adamant that when Heather and Tays got the same score in the button challenge, I've even brought it out with Calix, by the way, because they're like, it was Calix's machine. I was like, Calix. I was like, I will never live it down that was not the same. Like, I'm adamant. But there were just a couple where questions I thought were sort of, they kind of wanted certain teams to go in certain ways.
Right.
And things
Okay.
like
So
that.
you just felt as though they really tried to push a certain storyline.
Yeah, and I could be right. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. You know, I could be wrong, but it was still very enjoyable. It was nice to it's nice to learn things about people that you may not necessarily hang around with at times as well.
Yeah.
So
And so were there any, I mean, from the sounds of it, there weren't any big like disagreements or falling outs, other than you obviously have the America situation.
yeah,
And she left there and then supposedly, right, so this is what I heard. You don't have to comment on it because I don't know what you can speak on it, but this is what I got told, was that she's kicked off. There was a bit of a bit of an argument in the house, and then she just left the house and was found like a couple miles away. Just like,
Wait, who was this?
yeah, America. One of the contestants on there, she just left.
I remember hearing this. I can't even remember where I heard this.
Yeah. And she's
This is her chip.
gone away. And then they just said that she left for other reasons or whatever. But when in reality, it just kind of kicked off and she had genuinely left and they couldn't find her for ages. And then several hours later, they found her like walking miles away.
yeah, it was pretty mental because that night I don't fully know what happened because that night I wasn't actually in the jail. I was in the bedroom, so I was just given the information in the morning.
Yeah.
To say that because they were the ones that told me to go and pass it on. So what you see of them telling me in the story is basically what they told me is that she left on medical grounds.
Yeah.
And then wasn't coming back. So
That's so interesting. I wonder, like, there must have been, well, she's obviously kicked off and had an argument with somebody, but they obviously don't show that. Now, I'm curious as to why they don't show those bits. I understand a little bit about protecting.
It'll be maybe to do with the brands that,
Yeah.
because the brands are, well, I don't know how the deal works, but you obviously have to wear Nike, Adidas, like whatever, Foot Asylum, whoever's they're working with, you have to wear them, and they can't be having crazy stuff be said while you're
That's true.
them New Balance. Like it's a battle for them, and they'll be like, hey, we didn't want this.
Yeah. I
Even
wonder-
if you're not showing like the content of an argument, surely you can show that there was an argument that took place and she left
And
because of it. Do you know what I'm saying?
But then people just get more irritated.
She might have
It's
asked
instead
as
of
well.
people going, oh, right, okay, they go, why aren't you showing us it? Because they don't think about like the whole brand thing. So people just get frustrated
Yeah.
that they haven't been showing it. Whereas I guess it's easier for their storyline just to be there like, she left on medical
And
grounds.
she also it also might have been something that they couldn't show. Like you never know.
Yeah.
Like maybe, and she also could have just asked them and been like, please don't show this. Just,
That's totally fair. Yeah, did you get any control or anything like that before the show? Like, don't show this. Could you walk in and tell them, please don't show any of this? Or what was that like?
I mean, I think they're the type of people that, as you say, they're going to look after you, but they do make it clear that you are filmed 24/7.
Yeah.
So anything you say
can be.
can be used. I mean, I think it's a situation where they're nice people. So if you're having a chat about personal stuff at night, the thing is at night, a lot of the good stuff happens at night. I feel like a lot of the more open conversations are there, but because they've kind of got what they want to out of the day, they don't really show much of it. So you know that you're being filmed, but you can have a bit more of I'd say an open conversation with people at night. And you can almost say, you can say, oh, please don't use that, but they're not obliged to
Listen.
to not. They can do whatever they like. And I think that was the stuff with when the Heather and Tays thing was sort of happening, that a few comments have been made. I think they might have wanted to not be said, but that sort of thing, they're always going to show, aren't they? They're never not going to.
Yeah, especially
put
with the
that on.
success of the sort of like Danny and Tennessee
Yeah.
thing. They like made the blueprint
very
a little
true.
bit.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of couples though. You've had Danny and Tennessee. You had Jamie or London
Jamie,
Movement
yeah.
and Millie T.
Yep.
Then you've had Tays and Heather. Are they still seeing each other now? or
I
not?
don't know the full. I honestly don't know the
Don't know
full what's going on to. Obviously, they're both really good friends. I mean, I get on well with Tays anyway, but I get on really well with Heather, and people are always asking me. But I wish the best for both of them. I hope it works.
I just
out.
didn't know if they were actually seeing each other on the outside.
I
or
have
not.
no idea. I know they're talking. I know
Yeah.
they're getting on well. So I just don't know the ins and
Have there
outs.
been
but-
any other ones? Has there been porking on the show? There was
Yes.
porking on the show, wasn't there?
Yeah, was that season 1, 2?
What?
Yeah, there's been porking on
People
the show.
had sex on Locked In?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it season 2?
I think it was. It weren't your.
It wasn't my season.
It wasn't on your
No,
year,
it weren't
was
your
it?
season.
My season was like none of that.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Literally none.
It was
thing
the
is,
season
the
after
only-
yours.
the only-
it was.
but
Everyone was
Heather was the only single girl though in that. So I don't know what
It says.
on yours. Obviously,
Yeah,
she was
everyone-
the only single girl in there.
Porkies.
I think it was season 2.
You know, it
How
got to take
public is it?
Huh?
How public is it?
I don't know. We'll just leave it at that.
So we can't bait the people out.
I don't think we should.
I think it's obvious though.
fuck it.
Nah,
Fuck it.
no.
We'll just leave it. It just is what it is.
It is what it is.
But you can. So, because the reason why I said that was because I was going to say, I wonder if they would show like any cover action. You know, in Love Island, they show the covers.
Well, we couldn't believe that. I mean, Tays' reaction when they showed him and Heather kissing was, I was in tears.
Really, what he thought that they just wouldn't show it.
Mate, he was sat next to me, and at this point, they just showed me mooning the camera. So I thought, well, I'm at a new low. Until I saw that, I felt great about like he's like, I said, oh mate, I said, you've come on here and you don't think they're gonna air that? I was like, of course they're gonna air. So that's gold.
Was he proper stressed about it?
Yeah, he was. It was. I think it was the second. It might have even been on the last day, and he was like, my mum's gonna watch that. I thought, mate, I was like, you're doing it in the daytime. It's bright lights. You're obviously done it in the morning. Like you're outside the covers in the morning on a show like this. Of course, mate, they're obviously going to air it.
They
Come on, man.
draw the line. You know what they should do? They should lean into it even and have like, you know, Love Island has like, what is it, like the hideaway?
Yeah.
Locked in.
Mate, they should have the hideaway. Like if anyone's trying to get like a little porky in there,
You just go to that.
just hit the hide, or like you win a token to go
be
to the
fair, They
hideaway.
could do that because at the house there's like a pool in another house, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like
in the little room by the gym.
Yeah.
Mate, they kept trying to wind me up though. Like I'm sleeping or trying to sleep, and Tays just start making noise, and he'd be like, "Oh, what are you looking for?" I was like, "I'm not, mate. I'm not your actor." So you're opposite me. You're opposite me doing what you're doing, man.
People on this show, if they're wanting to do that sort of thing, they should just like fully like back it out the covers because they're never going to show that. Do you know what I mean?
But he wants to
Do
see
you know what I
it.
mean?
No, but it also mean that everybody
like,
in the room
If
sees
you're
it.
wanting to pork on a show like that, you just do it without the covers.
Nah,
You
'cause
know
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
that
gonna be
is
aired.
no. He is actually right
That's
in
what
that
I'm
sense.
I
saying.
You
still
either-
think they'd show. Oh,
I think they'd show it, put black boxes.
They blur it, but they'd show.
I don't think they would.
I think they put the
they
black
would.
boxes
Do you
on.
not
here,
think they
man.
would?
No.
No, they
mate.
wouldn't because I don't think it'd actually be allowed on
gets
YouTube.
age restricted,
Yeah, it would get age
100%.
restricted.
Give a little bit, maybe some sound effects.
There would surely
I
be
think if
some
they cut
sort
to
of-
black and they just played the audio.
Start mooing.
Mate, there would
I like
have
the
to be
audio,
context.
yeah.
There'd have to be some
So
sort
like The
of.
Sims.
They're making
Yeah.
The
animation
Sims are
of it.
making the noises.
Oh, mate, that would be funny.
I
honestly.
think they knew, because I will admit, I think your season was good. Everybody got along, but that's not what makes good viewing.
Yeah, you want people to be scrapping and like,
Do you know? I think, and I don't think this is on them or anything else. I just think it's nowadays people are afraid to show that sort of thing. Maybe I don't know whether. But yeah, I guess a viewer, you want to see drama. I mean, we couldn't force it though. That's the thing. You can't force drama if it's not there. If you're all actually getting on. I mean, you know how intense it is in there because people don't get it, do they? They
it's 2
just
weeks
think.
as well.
But you do proper get you bonded to people. You're hanging out 24/7 with the same people.
Yeah, they say this because early days when Love Island was first a thing, and before we actually spoke to anybody that was on Love Island, we had a few people on the pod since, but I always said to them, like, how the hell are you crying over somebody? You've been in there a week.
Yeah.
Right? But they genuinely say, they're like, man, I know it sounds ridiculous, but you don't realize how close you get to somebody if you spend days on end with them.
Yeah, no, definitely. There definitely wasn't any to like. I definitely wasn't to that sort of level. But it's
You
not,
weren't crying in the show, were you?
No. But it's not nice to have to vote. To have to vote for someone isn't nice, or
yeah, it
have to
doesn't-
kick
it's not
someone out.
good.
It's not.
Were you glad when someone left?
No, not really.
Honestly, though.
Did you cry?
There's got to be somebody
No,
that
I
was
didn't.
jarring
Did you
out.
nearly cry though? At least like nearly.
Nah, I was.
Did you,
Chip burst out in tears.
Were you thinking of like the thought of it?
No, unfortunately.
Did you like shed one tear?
I'm too cold-hearted. Do you know the only? I tell you, the time I got any level of a bit emotional was when Thomason got his video message, his little brother, and that was on it. That was quite sweet.
That's cute.
That was quite sweet.
Who's the most jarring in there?
Oh, no, there's
Do you
just
know?
people.
No. If I'm honest, I got on with everyone, and I probably wound people up, but I bit my tongue on loads of stuff because people didn't clean up after themselves, and it generally was really annoying.
Oh,
I
no,
was
there's a
doing it
clip
lot.
about Tays.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, the washing up.
I had a secret challenge to have a meltdown, but everything I said in it was dead true. Jack
You
Joseph
just
was one
used
of my
it as
best friends in there. He's a fucking nightmare. Like he'd grate cheese on his food and then just leave the grater and the cheese on the side with cheese still in the grater and the fridge door open. And I just said, "How much are you mothered it. Like, it can't. Like, come on, mate. Innit? Like, but instead of just, I didn't want to be that guy to make it. I thought if I just clean up after people, I was like, I'm here for 2 weeks maximum. I'll just tidy up. I thought it's just less hassle. I think it's worse to try and implement rules because if I don't keep them, then they'll be angry. And that was probably the most annoying thing.
Yeah, you just got to firm it for 2 weeks.
Oh, the amount of times I had to tell Thomason to fill the water. He didn't, and to be fair to him, in the end, I did get through to him. He did actually do it. Yeah, but it's like,
I think it's organic seeing stuff like that though. You kicking off at people not doing house chores. Do you know what I mean? Because you have that in like your student house. You have that, living with your mates or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it was bad really. I think I was thinking more about house harmony than content in that regard. I was trying to just keep everyone in a good stead, I guess.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to push people a little bit too far. But yeah, I don't think people would, I wouldn't call it like necessarily jarring.
Yeah.
Just a few scenarios where I guess it was like that.
I think you're going to get that in any sort of like, it makes you really realize that people are just brought up differently. Like some people, their mum would make them do certain things or their dad would force them to do things and that just comes naturally. And so when they go into these scenarios with other people, they go, hold on a second, you don't do that?
It's all about seeing it from other people,
yeah.
Yeah, and I know I'm bad though because I'm messy as anything, and even I thought like, come on,
yeah,
that's insane. But and then I also remember though that there's a lot of people that are younger, and I'll be honest with you, mate, early 20s. Pig.
Yeah.
Like actual pig.
Yeah.
Like filth.
I agree with
genuinely.
And then over time, actually, do you know what it is? It was when I moved in with my girlfriend, she essentially was there like, you gotta sort, like, this is too messy for me. But she's like a clean freak.
Yeah.
And I'm there like, there's gonna be a middle here.
Genuine question, Cal. How do you actually like feel comfortable sitting in space that's dirty though? Do you know what I mean?
No, not.
Back in
So
the day,
it wasn't like
care.
that.
But messy, like having plates around and shit like that. It's disgusting.
No. So what it will be like, I'll deal with that at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's the way I would do with it. So like at the end of the day, I'll sort that out. Like right now, I'm just doing my shit. I want to get everything done. And then at the end of the day, I'll dedicate like 20, 30 minutes to getting it done. Whereas my girlfriend's there like, you do it as you go. And if not, that it builds up to the end of the day. And she goes, this place is a fucking mess.
That used to be the Mackey's way, clean as you go. That used to be how it got done. But I'm like that. I just wait until there's a massive mound of it, then just
blitz
in one
it.
go.
Yeah. But people do things differently.
I have a real thing in my flat about wiping the sides. Like I just have to
Of your arsehole?
Like the countertop.
Oh.
I have to wipe the sides incessantly. I can't like do something and not wipe the sides.
You got to do it 24/7.
Well, not 24/7, but like if I see like a like veil of crumbs or
it's
something
gotta go.
over my kitchen countertop, it will freak me out.
Yeah,
So
I'm with you. I was just getting fed up with the lack of muck because we were drinking so much tea, and I just tried to. I was like, I had to say it so many times. If you have tea, just fucking wash the mug up and put it back on the bloody side. And when you're in there, it's infuriating. And I did tell you one thing. At the start, we had 3 Blackfoot Asylum mugs, and I lost one of them, and I was losing my fucking mind that I couldn't find it. I was like, it can't be anywhere. It's got, like 4 days later, the guy from production told me they took it out because it had the wrong logo on it.
Oh, that sent
and
you
I
west.
fixate on things. I said to Mia, I said, I'm not going to fixate on it. The next day, I was like, I've got to find this mug.
Oh my God.
I was like, if I don't finish this task, it's going to, I've got to find it. And they told me like 4 days later,
Did they put all that in the edit then?
Pardon?
Did they put all that in the edit?
No.
So you fixed it for nothing?
Yeah, yeah. In the end, once they gave me another one, I kept hiding it. I just kept it as my mug. I thought, I'm having a clean one every time.
That's absolutely brilliant. You can imagine things like that where it's just like small things when you're in that sort of.
You got nothing else to think about.
Just does your edit.
You don't. Constantly on edge. Did you find yourself on edge in there? I did all the time.
Yeah, because you're just wondering what's the next challenge going to be. Like, am I going to be eating something fucking stupid or?
Oh, that was horrible.
Like testicles and
that was bad. The eating challenge.
World's hottest chili and all that crap.
What now? A lot of people will know. A lot of people won't know. But you'd actually done Big Brother, so you're a bit of a journeyman.
Yeah, this is
Reality
so different though.
Yeah, so that's what I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
What was the difference? I mean, Big Brother and the time that you went on, I think it was season 1, was it? Season 2? What season did you do Big Brother?
Oh, gee. On Channel 5, I think it was like probably the second one, but it's like probably 16 of all of them.
So what I mean by that though is like they had been through multiple versions of this. Like they were well-oiled machines.
Yeah.
So how did that compare to something like this?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I mean, okay, what I would say is they're really far apart, but the Big Brother certainly prepared me a lot for this. I tried to say to people loads of things that were helpful. So on the first day, they wanted to do X game. I was like, look, I promise you, don't waste it now. I was like, don't be playing, like, you want to get to know people. I said, by the time we get to day 5 or 6, you'll be so bored. I said, just say things.
Wow.
So I tried to give things that I thought would help from what I'd learned on there to make things easier. But it is very different when I say production come in, some people won't know how sort of locked in is. They don't give you any information, but they do have it once a day where you get a period to have lunch. You can't say anything. You're not allowed to talk about anything that isn't sort of being filmed. But on Big Brother, there's none of that. You literally have no interaction at all. You will not see anybody on that show. Period. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I feel like it's very different.
Well, it birthed as a social experiment, didn't it? So that's why.
Yeah, so there are obviously massive similarities as the fact that you still can't have your phone and you are in that kind of environment. But I think both are vastly different in that regard.
Wow. And what do you think is like, if you were to do one of them again, which would you prefer to do?
I think Locked In, I would do it over Big Brother. It was still intense, but not as intense.
Yeah, Big Brother, and like I said
Big
at the time, it was at its
longer.
peak. You were on there when Big Brother was massive.
Yeah.
No?
It wasn't as big as like the Channel 4 days, I would
Right.
say. It wasn't as big as the Channel 4 days. I just did it to get a bit of time off work, to be honest.
How did you get onto Big Brother?
So I actually was just sat in my office in McDonald's at about 3 a.m. Just eating a Big Mac because you had to send in a video. So I just sent in a video saying, this is the best Big Mac you'll ever see. Just said about what I did. They invited me and then just went for a silly amount of sort of auditions to go.
Yeah, I suppose that's one thing you definitely didn't have to do for Locked In.
No. Well, you say that, but it's still quite a long process. You have
What was the process like?
sort of kind of them sort of saying, we kind of want you to go on there. So you have to get interviewed and there's kind of a follow-up interview. Then you have to obviously chat and sort everything else out. So there's probably quite a few stages before they say you're sort of on there and you know that you're in. And Big Brother, they never actually tell you. Because I don't know if you've seen it in previous series, they almost put people in separate side houses or they almost evict them on night 1 and things like that. So they never actually tell you you're officially on the show. You don't know you're on Big Brother until you walk through the door and see you're in the house.
What?
Yeah. They never officially sort of say you're in there. And you have to spend 4 days
Yeah, but surely
before you
you
go in a hotel room.
Surely when you get to the hotel room, you must be like, right, I'm going on.
No, because they have some people that they keep as reserves. They've done twists before where they haven't put people actually in the house. They put you in a separate room and it's mad.
And remember, Jackmate went into the test house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. They have test house. Jackmate did a test house.
So what's a test house?
So they get contestants in about a week before, I think, the actual show, and they get them filming to test it. So they're not actually on the show; they just get them to test it.
And if you see you're like good enough, will they put you in the
I
real
have
one?
no idea. They might have done, but yeah, Jack did a Jack. Yeah,
Here
Jack.
we are.
Did a test?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wow.
I
did not know
So
this
he was
a
in the
thing.
house as like a normal contestant.
Oh
Whoa.
my god, he looks so
Yeah,
different.
they did a test house.
And I assume it's to, test out all the trials, all of this sort of stuff. to
Oh,
see
they
what
do.
works.
Okay, so it's like a rehearsal.
It's almost like a pilot
Yeah, pilot.
for
Right.
that series.
Jack's had a glow up,
Yeah, we got to give credit where it's due here. Wow. Oh, do you know what?
I seen it
I
the other
do
day,
a
actually, and
test house.
I said to him about his advent calendar the other day. I said, you do well off that every Christmas. He said, yeah, it does all right. Yeah. Every year.
He should bring out his own one.
What, his own advent
Is that-
calendar?
that'd be quite
And
good.
you know
Just
what?
be funny, man.
And just charge the same amount
Yeah,
as
just
Zoe.
fuck it.
And just make
The
it a
same
thing.
stuff. Put loads of crap in it.
Absolutely, man.
But make it a tenner though. Or what?
No, make
Nah,
everything.
nah.
I think
Make
you
it
gotta
like
make
60
it the
quid.
full whack because that's the gag.
Wow.
Fuck it, man. Everyone's got to get their
That's a
money
good
out.
business venture for Christmas.
Yeah.
Was it 50 quid she charged for that?
Yeah, I watched it the other day. I can't lie. It came on my page the other day and I watched it again. It was even worse. It was even worse. It was even worse than I originally remember it being. And I watched it again. I actually, no shame, mate. No shame.
Fuck. We should
That's
have done a fella's advent calendar.
the 4 a.m. YouTube rabbit hole, man. It's
I'm
deep.
sorry, but if we did a fella, I didn't need to scam people.
Bro, it'd be
like,
so
I just
funny.
have an urge
Think
to
of the
scam
good
people.
things we could put in there, man.
What, like used You know what? Never mind.
What would you put in there? Give me three.
What could go in
What
there?
would go out on Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day is a fucking packet,
of
right?
3 dots.
Obviously.
A packet on Christmas Day.
You're definitely just going to put a key. It's going to be a key in one of the goals.
It's a key on the 24th.
No, a key on day one, and then every single day the bag gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
It's just cocaine.
Yeah. And we call the Christmas kit, it's called, fellas, a very, very white Christmas.
You could have like Scarface in there on one of the days. It's just a picture of Scarface.
Just him, just Hoover in the back.
What would you charge for that? I don't know the rates.
Like
so.
we can have a microwavable plate.
It's 10 grand for that.
You could have like a little.
It's 10 grand for that.
It's going to be like those shotted texts. It'll just be new fellas calendar. A new score behind every door.
Oh, that would be sick. That would be sick. You'd have like a Nokia brick phone and you open the numbers and that would be the windows.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It'd actually give you a phone and you should have a phone with a number loaded.
Fuck.
There's lots of ideas here. None of them legal.
Dealers have moved to Telegram now.
Is that what they're on?
Yeah.
Allegedly, yeah.
Well, I got a text off some bloke saying we've moved our business over to Telegram.
Our business.
I was like,
I'll tell you something, it is
Fair
funny.
enough.
I've never touched it in my life, but some of this stuff I see on Twitter is golden. I seen some guy manage to get it to an oil rig.
No.
There was genuinely, some bloke put like medic oil rig. Was it that round the bend? Was it that round the
Round
bend?
the bend,
Before he
yeah.
got banned, it was like medic oil rig. He actually got it on,
they didn't ban him,
an
did
oil
they?
rig. Yeah.
Round the bed's been.
No, he got banned. Yeah, I think he's on a new account.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Did he get numbers though?
I'm sure he got it.
Yeah, like how?
Send Del Boy to
quality.
Hull.
Just sent your gram strap to a pigeon.
Someone like leaked a picture of him. Do you remember all that?
Yes, I
I
do
did see
remember
it.
that.
No, really.
They leaked a picture
And I
of
think
round
that's
the
when
bend.
it started going south for him.
Oh, you know what? You hate to see someone just get in the way of a
Account suspended. That's absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah, I'm sure
see
he's got
that.
a new account. I think he has got a new one.
Yeah.
That was prime Twitter viewing. That was.
Yeah, that's good fucking shit. To be
I
fair,
tell you
love
what's
that.
not prime viewing.
What?
Ronaldo's YouTube channel.
Oh,
Have you
God.
not seen this?
I haven't seen the video of Mr. Beast yet, but I've heard the editing is a bit crazy.
No. Okay.
I haven't watched it, I've just seen a
I
couple
told
clips.
Proddy, I put it in the chat and I said to Proddy, remind me to bring this up. We'll talk about the Mr. Beast collab in a second, but we have to really go to the root of the problem.
Yep, go.
Which is just Ronaldo's YouTube channel.
Yep.
It's awful. Okay? So,
Careful to say I want him on the pod.
yeah, mate, I'm sorry Ronaldo ain't coming on our podcast after this one.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Maybe we're about to save his YouTube
Let's
channel.
just say this is constructive criticism.
It
Mr.
absolutely is
Ronaldo.
constructive.
Solid feedback.
Yeah.
So now what happens is usually Ronaldo, the people around him, they'll be looking at his career and they'll be going, right, you're coming up to the end of the career. It's important that we have other outlets in ways that you can promote you. Like you've got your Instagram channel, obviously super successful. Let's really build him out a great YouTube channel and it can become so valuable. And they're right. They can be. The issue is their YouTube strategy is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Would you mind going on his channel?
Yeah.
Because they have uploaded YouTube clips that are around like 3 to 5 minutes long. The editing on it feels like your dad editing stuff. Like it's funny 10 years ago. And honestly, the entire channel is in shambles.
Got it wrong.
It's like, if you look at the strategy, another 3
What's
minute.
Quiztiano? What is that?
Quiztiano.
Do you reckon he's seen? Well, he won't see, he probably hasn't seen it. But do you reckon like they've caught wind of like the slander on Twitter at the moment about the channel?
They haven't done anything to change it.
Yeah,
That's a recent video, by the way. That's 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, the slander really started picking up around the Mr. Beast stuff. So now it'll probably start. If it's going to change, it'll probably be next video or two.
And it was so strange. And just the whole channel, the strategy of it, it's a mess.
It's just the production team behind this is really fucking it up. Like,
Yeah.
And that UR thing, right? Is it a brand? Is it a sponsored thing? What the fuck is that?
What does it mean?
What does that
You
mean? Can
are
figure it out?
Ultimate something.
Ultimate Ronaldo. Does it
that-
welcome
It
to
could
your-
be ultimate.
Does that mean CR? Like the logo?
No, because then it would just be, it would say CR in the title, I think. Hit more for a second,
Wait,
just on his
have
YouTube
Have
thing.
they tried to create like a further brand, like a
Subscribe.
That's class. Well,
To be fair, I'm on board with that.
I don't mind it.
Subscribe is brilliant.
Imagine having the ability to drive 70 million. This, by the way, this channel will become inactive and dead very quickly if they continue to push out this type of content.
Yeah, because
And
you've got a
with
lot
this
of
type of
subscribers,
editing.
but the
Seriously.
views on the videos are not matching. Like 2 million views on a video for a channel with 70 million subscribers is
nothing.
not really a great return,
and
is it?
you have to remember, we're in the honeymoon phase at the moment where
Still
it's
new.
a new
Channel is
channel.
and
like,
it is Ronaldo as well.
Yeah.
It's Ronaldo.
He should be getting more.
He should be getting a lot more views, and it's purely because
They've got-
he's not doing it correctly. And actually, in fairness to him, the first bit of good YouTube strategy is him collaborating with Mr. Beast. And they
Yeah.
did this one here. I'm in Mr. Beast to break the internet. What's that? 51 million views.
Yep. Fair
First
enough.
example, he's teamed up with Mr. Beast, another YouTuber, and they've had a little chat. Now, admittedly, the chat is a bit not great, but even worse so, the editing on that video.
Yeah.
You've seen it where
Yeah,
they
seen the
randomly
clips,
do
yeah.
like the da 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 da. You like the deal with it glasses and shit like that.
yeah.
What is going on?
I was told about it. I haven't watched it yet, and I was told about the editing. Is it that?
It's so bad, but you can blame the editing all you want, and it is corny and ruins a video. But the bigger issue is just the strategy of it.
Mr. Beast has dropped his video with Ronaldo, hasn't he?
And like Tom Brady and Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
It's got like loads of people in it. And I understand that when you're doing things with an athlete, you get a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
He's not a full-time YouTuber. He's still playing football, but he obviously does have a lot of time for media now. And if he really cares about this, they need to onboard genuine like YouTube people.
Yeah,
because they've brought in an agency that told him to make a YouTube
I wonder
channel.
if Mr. Beast has told him that as well, because he loves that kind of shit, and he must have seen that this is crap.
I can tell you already, this channel will not be around for much longer if they continue this type of strategy. Uploading, I think the one after that 2-minute video is a 1 minute 43 video.
They might have changed it though,
well,
because they
oh,
seem
yeah.
to
Georgina
have
tricks
uploaded
me
a lot, and now they've uploaded 12 days and 1 day ago, so maybe they are going to upload less.
They'd be better off, and I've said this before, just do one video a week.
Yeah.
Make sure it's a banger. Even Ronaldo vlogs.
Ronaldo
They'll
vlogs be amazing.
fucking bang.
You know, like I'd love to watch Ronaldo, like UFC embedded, but it's follow Ronaldo around like non-stop. I'd fucking
See him
love
at Al
him for that.
Nazar training.
Outside
Yeah.
of like, I want to
Bellingham
watch
did that, didn't he?
everything. Like,
Or
I'm
even-
talking everything. Like, what's this guy's bedtime routine? Like, fuck it. I want to see him
no,
waking
no,
up.
a lot.
I want to see
Mate,
him waking up. and
him sitting down and
Yeah.
making the video 20 minutes long and tier listing footballers.
Yeah,
I'm watching that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm watching the whole thing, but not him going,
But
I'm
like
putting him in
properly.
there. But tell me why you put him
yeah,
in there.
criticize him properly. Be like, you know,
Be legit about
It's
this
like
stuff.
this person that created this YouTube account went into like hibernation for a few years, and they've just come out, yes, Draw My Life sound. Like,
Yeah.
who's making Draw My Life in 2024?
yeah, they just got it all a little bit wrong.
What it is
A little bit, a lot,
it's
very
such
wrong.
a prime example of a brand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a brand that's made a YouTube channel.
I want to
It's
see
not
Ronaldo. He's one of the best ever to do it, and we watching this shit.
the best, I'd say.
Fuck. Causing a little bit of controversy here, are we? 'Cause
Damn, we were
You're a
almost
massive
there.
fan, are we?
You're almost there, man.
Oh.
I held you in high regard, but
Thanks, Chippo.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, mate,
fuck.
it just makes me so sad because I seen that Ronaldo thing happen, and I was like, this is gonna be big for the internet, because this is gonna get more athletes making YouTube videos, good, better vibes, and then all of a sudden,
I've got
that
faith.
channel is
Gonna
not
change.
gonna last long.
It's gonna change. Someone's gonna get wind and let him know that the production team's getting fucking hammered for being shit, and he's gonna be like, "What's going on?" Because he don't like his image being tarnished.
Yeah, it's
That
true.
is true.
That's
No,
true.
that
And
is
it is,
true.
and it is being, because he's getting mocked online right now because he doesn't know what he's doing on YouTube.
And do you think he'll know about that? Or
Well, if he doesn't now, somebody at some point is surely going to say, by the way, there's a lot going on Twitter where people just
I'm not even sure. It could come from his kid.
Someone's going, your videos are shit. Yeah, his kids might just be like,
well,
okay,
they
cool.
talk to Speed. Yeah, they still speak to I Show Speed, right?
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, speed. And like, I mean,
Someone's
no
gotta
doubt.
let him know.
I know that collab will happen at some point,
Oh,
but
yeah.
in the meantime, you need to make good videos. Have you watched the Mr. Beast one where he's get all the top boys in?
Started it.
I haven't watched it yet, no. I just saw the thumbnail last night.
I
Yeah.
just find it a bit like, fair enough, but it's just a bit shit to watch.
No, I
Like,
watched
it's
it
just
all.
so like it over fucking saturates my brain. Like, there's so much shit going on. Just slow it down, lads. Do you know what I mean?
Was it like really fast paced again?
I mean,
It was a
everything-
bit like the old ones, yeah. a little
Everything
bit.
is
really?
experimented to the second, bro. Like, every cut is just like, you know that's been through a fucking boardroom. Do you know what I mean? Like,
And he's
it's not YouTube to me. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a good video to watch, though.
It's a
I
good
did
video.
enjoy it.
It's a
Yeah.
good video, but yeah.
Okay, I'll watch that tonight.
Just because
I'll
you're
look
watching
into it.
like the greatest sportsman, No, okay, that might be a bit of a stretch, but elite level sportsmen attempt challenges that I guess you'd want to see, and they're going up against like average Joes. Now, there's one real bad bit, and this was on the topic of Ronaldo, and spoiler alert here, so skip this if you don't want to get this.
Go on.
There's 5 targets. Ronaldo hits none. The other bloke nails them all.
Oh.
I'm surprised they let that stay in.
I was shocked, but I also think Mr. Beast goes, well, the video's the video, mate. Yeah, it wasn't great.
Or it's on purpose from Cristiano.
Yeah, so that was, to be fair, if Ronaldo wins 100k to charity, and if the random
Fan.
bloke wins, he gets the 100k. So, and he was very excited for the other guy. So I think that
So
there's a
they've done
good
it for
chance
good
that he was
cause.
doing it all
Yeah.
on
I
purpose.
thought it was a mil.
Oh, sorry, the Ronaldo one was a million.
Wow.
Fuck, yeah.
Sorry,
That's crazy.
no, all the other ones were 100k.
So Ronaldo's probably wanting the other guy to take
To
that
win,
money
yeah.
home, right?
He doesn't need exactly.
He's not on a charity vibe like the boys.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, top man, lovely bloke.
Well, if he was
Hey, man, I
nicer,
like-
he wanted to go to charity.
No, like, man, I'm sorry, but if somebody
Nah,
went
I'm
to
joking,
me,
I'm
what would you
joking.
do?
I'd rather someone win a mil.
Me too.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather someone
Especially
win
if you
them.
can see them get it right
Yeah,
there.
it changes their life immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Also,
he
charities, you don't know where it's exactly.
You don't know
going.
what's happening with it.
it's going to someone's marketing budget
Yeah.
if it goes to a charity.
There's profits being taken.
Being sucked out. Profits being sucked out of the club. You know what
Yeah.
that's like?
Yeah.
Who owns Plymouth?
Simon Hallett is the owner.
What's his CV? What's he done?
Well, very good.
That's okay.
Put it this way: they've done an unbelievable job for us in the lower leagues. I personally don't think they're good enough for the club now. They don't like the fact that I think that, but I don't.
They don't like. What did they chat to you?
Well, they're not. I've had a few of the, should we say, social media members of the club not be happy over a few of my TikToks. But
Really?
I refuse to remove them.
What can they say? What you just go like get them out of my club?
Well, yeah, pretty much. Or I'm honest about. I don't. And this is the thing. I'm not trying to give a direct criticism. Like these are members of obviously very smart businessmen that have done a fantastic job to a point. But now I don't think, personally, in my opinion, and everyone's entitled to their opinion, I don't think they can take the club further. I just don't think in the Championship, if you can't spend £1 million on a player, then unfortunately you don't have the means to, I'm not saying go out and spend X, and X, because we're not that size of club, but show a little bit of ambition maybe, and I think that's part of the problem. But I don't want to have a fear. I don't ever want it to think of, obviously I'd love to work with the club, but I don't ever want to think, oh, I'm going to lie about my opinion just to be favoured.
Yeah.
So have you worked with the club yet? Or
Only ever on they asked me to do one thing where they had a mess up with their season ticket voiceover video, so they asked me to do it for them, so I did it for a favour
Fair enough.
for them,
nice.
which of course I was happy to do.
Yeah, of course.
And I always would work with them, but I know that there are a few board members. We're a very happy clapper club. They say they are happy for all opinions, but they don't like outspoken fans. It's just the way we are. And some clubs are like that, and that's just...
Would you get stick from your mates if you got a free season ticket?
I wouldn't. I'd never get that. I don't think so. I mean,
No?
you're never going to like...
You just never know. Some football fans are quite like, we all pay, so you should pay sort of thing.
I mean, I pay like some people don't. I pay every week whenever I go to the football. But I see a lot of people get stick when they get offered tickets to go to hospitality to watch a match. Why would you say no?
That's
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But why would you say no? And I say this, if you're in the shoes on the other foot, you're never going to say no, are you? Of course
Yeah.
you're going to go, it's that, this could go to someone else. It's like, well, no, because it's already someone else's box.
Yeah.
So when we went to the playoff final, and Ellis spent stupid thousands of pounds on a box in the playoff final, and the people going mental, you've got people there that are not Leeds or Southampton fans taking a ticket. He said the box next to was empty. So if you wanted it, you could have had it. It's not. So...
yeah, you could pay for that shit.
But I don't think my mates would be annoyed. No, I don't think so. I think
Surely they'd be buzzing for you. It's a free
Yeah.
ticket. Like,
Yeah,
you've just
yeah.
saved a bit of bob. You take them out for a meal.
you got
call
to,
it evens.
you got to take what
How
you
much
gotta
is a
take.
season ticket?
Nearly 500 quid.
Jesus Christ!
I
that's
thought
a
it'd be
fair
lower
one.
than that.
No, Championship football's expensive, mate. It's probably more expensive than the Premier League. We don't have the 20s, like the £20 cap. We got to play Coventry. It's £37. It's ridiculous.
For a ticket.
It's just it's not cheap. Like, it's not cheap. I'm really lucky that I get to do what I do for a job, right? So a lot of that is subsidised. If you got people out there working 9 to 5s, grafting.
They're not spending
It's
40
not
quid
cheap,
on a ticket.
mate. They're spending it, but what I'm saying is, it's not cheap. By the time you pay that, you pay your travel, you pay for. It's so expensive following your football club nowadays. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, United are getting cooked online at the moment a little bit.
Why?
Because the ticket prices have changed. Pull it up, Proddy. I think they changed. I think like under 18s ticket or something along the lines has almost just doubled. Just like in the last week.
I mean, this is the problem, especially what I don't
they're
understand.
protesting outside the stadium a little bit and stuff now.
What I don't understand is one thing is like targeting the adult things, and that's a conversation, but targeting like the under 18 cash, like
Yep.
these kids already can't afford shit anyways in this sort of like financial climate, like
Yep.
and then the one thing that
Rod.
genuinely brings all the boys together,
Yeah, and that's the
is
fans you
getting
need.
ripped away.
'cause
Yeah, they're the ones that make the
especially-
fucking noise.
Especially with smaller clubs, that's what you need to bring them in. And again, not to call out Coventry, but actually to call out Coventry, the Robin Bastards. My mate wants to take his 2 kids. They're for £25 each.
For a 4-year-old?
Yeah, so under 18s, they were saying 25 quid.
Is this Coventry away? you
Yeah,
mean?
so think if-
your ticket's more expensive than for me to go to Premier League away.
Yeah.
That's
It's not like that
fucked.
for every club, but there are some grounds that are just absolutely stupid.
Yeah, fuck.
It's insane.
I wonder if,
66 now.
and this would never happen, I don't
What?
think. I wonder if the away allocation could be set by the away team, the
What?
price of it,
Oh.
and therefore you could really like, you could manage what you would charge.
Yeah.
No,
like the
they
cup-
do. They do. We do. They have
Do they
that, I
do
think,
that?
in the championship. I'm pretty sure you can set. So if they screw you over, I'm pretty sure you can do the same and charge.
Yeah, so they'll do it. But what I mean is, like, imagine every away game that you go to, let's say your ticket allocations, I don't know, 1,000 tickets or 500 tickets, whatever, your club sets the price for that.
By just buying them all, you mean? Like buying all the tickets and then recharging a different price.
I mean,
to
I
their
was just going to
fans.
say it just becomes like a blanket law that you just get like,
Yeah.
you say, right, guys, you're off up to Coventry. As always, it's going to be 20 quid a ticket, whatever. But that away, that club then loses the revenue they're going to make from the away fans.
Got
But
you.
maybe they get to keep the revenue from all the beer or whatever that's bought inside of it. But I just think if you did it that way, it would certainly keep the prices lower, because I bet you the clubs, or at least I would like to think that the clubs would then really keep the prices low and really just make sure all like young, because in an away game, the thing that they're trying to do is like making money from it would be whatever, but it would be about making as much fucking noise. Like, you'd want the loudest fans there, and I think you do that by keeping the prices low, but they don't get to judge that.
You know, in like European teams, it's not like this, is it? Like the prices are pretty.
No, but I think
Like,
they
am I
do
right
what
saying
Nobody
German-
travels in
like,
Europe.
I've
though.
no,
I
like
swear in
Germans,
Spain, it's
like, you know,
Yeah.
like the
I swear in
German
Spain,
clubs,
it's-
and
Germany,
the
they
season
do.
tickets.
Oh, it's
all
all,
right
it's all,
price.
yeah, it's all crazy over there. It's all it's mad cheap, isn't it? Sure,
Yeah. I
I
Dortmund,
swear, I think,
ridiculous.
I swear I read that it was cheap.
Yeah.
Whereas us lot get
Chelsea
fucking-
are the biggest finesses though, aren't they? Prod?
Nah, we're all right, actually.
I
to
swear
be
your
fair.
season ticket's like nuts.
One of our cheapest ones was just under 800 quid.
Behind a pole.
No, not even, just quite
Restricted
high up.
view number.
High up, but it's
The
not
thing
even
is,
that high. It's down the bridge.
I understand that is a lot, but you are also A, London, and B, paying to watch one of the biggest teams in the league play. So I sort of understand
I think
that.
Arsenal have one of the most expensive season tickets.
They're
Maybe it is
disgusting, aren't
Arsenal,
they? The Emirates
Yeah.
is ridiculous. I'm sure it's like $3,000 in it to watch it a year. at
Oh,
Emirates.
I saw something mental and I just don't know.
That might be
True
for
or
a
not.
premium one, but I'm sure it's silly.
I don't know if this is true or not. Saw it on Twitter, but it's super funny. It cracked me up anyway. Somebody had posted them buying tickets to Taylor Swift, and the ticket cost £15, which is quite cheap, right?
It's super cheap, mate.
Yeah, the ticket's like £15, no view.
But yeah, I seen that they couldn't see
What?
it. Yeah, they were there, but you could hear it, but couldn't see it. I didn't see that posted.
No.
Apparently you can't. Yeah, that's all it is. So
What?
you've got
It was
full
on Twitter.
restricted view. Full restricted
restricted
You
view.
couldn't
You
see it
can't
for
see a
15
thing.
quid, but you're in the arena, so you can hear it. You just can't see it.
What? Taylor Swift releases $16 tickets with no view for Finals Eras Tour show, while some fans pay over $1,000. Oh my God. So it's behind the stage.
Thing is though, right, but in all seriousness, if you're paying 15 quid, I don't think you'd be too unhappy about that. You can see that
Still hear the music.
They should put a screen on the back there.
if they put a screen there and you're in the arena for 15 quid, I don't think you can grumble.
Yeah, you know what? You're actually convincing. You should be part of their sales team because I'm low key.
You low-key got me wanting to go. I can hear her sing. You know, I can see her on the
You see everybody else boogieing.
Yeah, I'm sure every now and then I might be able to jump up, get a glimpse.
There's people that go outside the grounds, isn't it, and listen in and start crying.
Have you not seen they've had to like whack police and stuff out there because there was just too many people on the streets, like causing like a crowding issue, thinking they could rock up, and then everyone starts doing these TikTok videos where they put it there, they'll be out in the street, and then because at the end of every night she plays like a random song from any of her albums.
What, and they're trying to
I've seen that.
And people just like, if it's the song that like everybody has their song, I don't know, it's a special breed of person, this. And then they just especially in terms of like where are you going to meet wonderful people like that support
you don't
somebody as
annoy
well
the
as that?
Swifties. You don't want to annoy the Swifties.
Now you know what, we love the Swifties. We went to
I mean, I'm
Taylor's
one of them, so
concert.
please.
I'm probably part of the clan. I do like Taylor.
Yeah. What's your favorite song then?
Oh, I like Blank Space.
Yeah.
Oh, your favorite album?
Plastic Fan.
I couldn't even. Yeah, I'm a Plastic Fan.
Oh, well, you can't even name it.
Love Stories.
Where was she born?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How many sisters?
I don't know.
Right
She's
then.
got a sister.
I'm not a Swiftie. I'm definitely not a Swiftie.
Big fan.
Just a little fan.
Through
of Taylor
ball.
Swift.
That's a good one.
Through ball. I liked LBY.
Knocking off all the ones.
This is some pat.
I'm like that terrible person that says they like Oasis and then just names Wonderwall and don't look
You get
back in
tickets?
anger. No, I didn't get tickets.
Can I tell you what? You know, you were talking about like the hospitality rattle on Twitter. So previously I used to do it. Like I'd make sure I put a tweet out just so I can get all the nibbles.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. When I drop my Oasis nibble, it's going to go fucking phenomenal.
You got tickets, have you?
Oh, I don't now, but I will get them. I can tell you two songs.
It's going to be ratty.
Champagne something,
Supernova.
Yeah.
Supernova, and Wonderwall. I will be there.
My mate would be fuming.
And they are going to go, people are going to go mental.
Yeah, they will be. My mate had a ridiculous meltdown when they come out. Oh, these teams that never been, they're going to go. Blah, blah. He got tickets. He was like, yeah, bring them all. He said he don't care. As soon as he got them, he don't care. But yeah, there will be people that probably are going to be.
Mate, I think it's going to be worse than the like Champions League final tweets that
That
bang.
Ticketmaster finesse is one of the biggest of all time, by the way.
What were they?
Where they just bump the prices up once you were in.
Dynamic price. Dynamic price.
I'm sorry. Obviously, it's the scummiest thing of all time, but I know for a fact whoever came up with that idea at Ticketmaster got a fat bonus.
Yeah.
Because that right there
No, but they've
is
got
insane.
like in legal trouble for it now, so they're probably going to head's going to roll.
Maybe.
Could have McDonald's and just getting to the counter and you ask for a big up meal. They say, oh, it's £10. Like, why? Oh, dynamic pricing. We're busy.
Yeah, everyone's been ordering one today. Sorry, that'd be brilliant. That's kind of like there's a bar in London actually that does pints,
Yeah.
but it's like the stock market pints. So if loads of people are buying one pint, the price of it goes up, right? But at the same time, if nobody's really buying it, it goes down. And then at one point in the night, they have the stock market crash, and everyone.
It's the
hits
411 in Angel.
Oh, is it? I want to go to it. It actually sounds
genius.
good.
Yeah, it's a
so
really
everyone
good
then will
idea.
start ordering the cheaper one, which will bump the price up. Okay.
Yeah.
And imagine
That's
how
good.
perfect that is.
Why don't you just sell what's not selling? That's
Yes.
golden.
Well, you could be a whale in the pub.
Yeah.
Just push the price.
100 pints of Stella. Everyone's like, right, well, thanks, mate. Can't get a Stella now, can I? 20 quid for
Cruz
one.
Campo, buy Cruz Campo.
Should we go now?
What are you trying to hit? We should go there again for a video. It's an easy
I'm
video.
just keen on a little.
Yeah.
You know who was there? Old schooner scorer.
I really want to meet him, you know.
He's some
I
boy.
always watch his vids.
I
He's a good
need to.
lad.
No. But I watch
Always
them
watch his videos.
unsure of what I think.
I love
He's a good lad.
I love the tune. I'm always just walking around and like a fucking dog.
Do you know who we're talking about? Schooner Scorer.
No, I'm so out of touch with everything.
Are you a TikTok guy?
No, I use it, but just to post. I'm so out of touch.
Really?
I'm
Oh, mate.
I'm
I'm in deep.
To be
deep
fair,
holes.
that's fine. That's better like that because it's fucking gonna melt your brain otherwise.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
saying
so
I think
old.
I'm healing now.
He is.
Genuinely, I think I'm healing. Like I was saying this,
Well-
my feed is just getting a lot better.
Ronnie, is your feed like running?
You were managing to find time away from the app.
No, but
Instead,
as in,
you've
like,
just been
my
fed.
app is just becoming healthier.
Yeah,
Really?
Mine's
It's just-
all right at the moment. Mine's
Although
like-
my reels is getting bad.
I just got no clue. We
Oh,
did that
really?
pub quiz and they brought that brain rot thing. I said, what is this? I haven't just...
I think I was 10 for 10 on that thing.
What is- yeah,
the brain
well,
rot
I didn't, I
yeah,
didn't
well,
even know
that's
what
it.
we were talking about. Just absolutely...
It's not good to know it. To be fair,
No.
it's bad. Have you seen Sabina in the latest Fellas Loaded New York pub crawl?
No.
We're all drunk. She's like, "This is so skibbity toilet."
Yeah, again, I don't know what that means.
Me and Prada sat there like, right, let's just fucking end it.
Yeah, that's got to be the end of it.
Yeah, so Sabina ruined brain rot for me.
That was the end. All right, look, Pie, mate, it's been an absolute fucking pleasure.
Wait,
having you.
no.
Oh, wait, you got a dilemma?
You need to do this dilemma before you go.
All right, so
Oh, go on then.
All right, so one thing that Proddy likes to do, and he is working on it. He's
Yeah.
trying to get better at his dilemmas. So we're gonna do this for you. All right? Do you mind if I just read this out?
Yeah.
Chip's gonna read it.
All
out.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So, Pie, Plymouth win the playoffs this year and are guaranteed to stay up in Prem with a 1-0 away win at Anfield 90+7. But he goes back to his max weight before his transformation and can't lose any of it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously talking about you there. Or Plymouth face back-to-back relegations, but you receive £1.2 million in monthly installments over 2 years. As well as this, you'll become the biggest UK streamer.
Do the club get that money? Is that
No, you get
it.
You get
I
that
get
money.
that.
So you
Into your bank account, mate.
Yeah.
Is it direct?
Yeah.
So
Do you
what
know what?
happens
More than
installments?
anything, I definitely don't want to be fat again.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm
the
sorry
first-
to the Argyle fans, but life was fun in League Two. We didn't lose every week.
What would be max weight?
Oh,
What was max weight?
27 stone.
But
Bad.
what's that in kilos?
Like 170.
what?
Yeah, I was
Fuck, bro.
I was 172.
Whoa, I don't remember.
What are you now?
Like
big
105.
Oh
Nice,
my
you've
god, mate,
smashed
you've
it.
like halved your
You
weight
smashed it, mate. Well done.
Yeah, it was
What,
bad.
170 is crazy.
like 106 now.
from
I
170.
was,
Mate,
at
you
like,
are
at one point, like a year and a half ago, I was 96, like lowest. And I just
oh
sort of,
my god.
yeah, 170. It was
170.
You're very tall though as well.
Fair
yeah,
play,
it was
Pi.
bad. Yeah,
You have a lot more loadout space, though.
mate. What's
What's a loadout?
What's a loadout?
You know, like just extra inventory.
What is that, like a Call of Duty reference?
I don't know. You just like in RPGs when you get more strength and you can carry more stuff.
That's insane.
Yeah, I need to jump off a
It's
bridge.
dangerous. Honestly, mate, like really bad.
Oh, fair play
Wait,
though, because
did the doctors ever go to you and be there like, you're gonna die?
No, I honestly, I think if I kept eating the way I was, it wouldn't have been far. It wouldn't have been far off.
but not
mate.
that way. You simply can't live for very
Wait,
long.
Pi, I've just clocked it. You lost a me.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
actually
like
65.
70 kilos.
65.
It was yeah.
So if you've oh my god. Fair enough.
Well, that's mental, isn't it?
Yeah, but Pi, you can't experience a 90+ 7 minute winner at, or equaliser at Anfield.
look, Stan-
Yeah,
Your team
I
to stay
know,
up.
I know, but I can see us beat Morecambe, and that's more fun than losing 6-1 to Norwich. So I'm having to take the second one. I'm sorry. As much as I'd love to see Argyle in the playoff in my
Mate,
lifetime,
that one's just massive.
and obviously I'm not going to turn down being the biggest Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, with 1.2 mil cash injection into the bank
I could just
account.
then spend that on Argyle.
Is it tax free? The 1.2?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it.
Take it
Yeah.
back. Give him his money.
Come on.
All
I'll
right,
just
we've
spend-
got another dilemma
here
for
we
you.
go. Right, okay.
I think this one maybe for the gang to chime in on. Let's have a look. It's a long one.
bit wordy, this.
Yeah, it's a bit wordy.
All
yeah.
right. What's it called? It's called England or Sydney Sweeney.
Right.
England win the World Cup in 2026. But as soon as the full-time whistle of the final blows, you get banned from YouTube, Twitch, and all social media platforms for an entire calendar year. Any outstanding partnerships or brand deals will be put on pause or cancelled, and the only way you can earn money is by being a lifeguard at your local leisure centre.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? Is it the or, yeah?
Yeah, this is or.
Or England failed to reach the next two major tournaments and Tricky Tuchel gets sacked after the group stage of the 2026 World Cup.
Those tournaments, by the way, are after the World Cup.
Okay. However, Sydney Sweeney drops you a DM confessing her love for you. She says she wants to start her life with you in LA and fund your streaming career and grow you to be the same level of success as Kai Cenat. You'll receive a free private jet to any Plymouth game.
Is that supposed to be a hard one? Is it? No, on the face of it, that's easy, but it's not, is it? I can't fly. I can't go to LA.
Yeah.
As much as I love England, that's not the problem here. I can't get on. I'm not moving to America.
But what if she'll move to Plymouth with you?
That's different. I ain't moving to America. Can I live in Plymouth? Can I?
Yeah, you could, Sydney Sweetie will move to Plymouth for you.
Yeah, get me. Yeah, England can jog on, mate.
Yeah.
Honestly. Sorry, Too Shaw. I apologise.
Mate, to be honest, it's not that bad because in 2030 onwards, we'll be back in the game.
Yeah.
There's next two major tournaments.
8 years.
You got Euros.
Would it? We'll be back in the game 2032.
2032.
It's a while away. I mean, I love England in competitive international games, but unfortunately, I love what I do more. I could never do that. I couldn't do that for a year. I'd hate it. I'd be in the pool. That'd be over. I'd be the one needing lifeguarding.
Oh my God! I'll be honest with you. If I looked over and I saw you were my lifeguard, I'm not getting in the pool.
Yeah, I can swim.
Yeah, are you a swimmer?
Ish. I can do 50 meters.
You got any fitness goals? Anything you'd like to achieve? Obviously, you lost a lot of weight. Is there something else?
Back on it again. I'm trying to get like a few more stone off, I guess. Slowly but surely.
When you said back on it again,
I thought you were
back on the bebs and the.
Oh, no. As in just, I was doing it really solidly for like 2 or 3 years. And the last sort of year I still actually have a good system, but I'm not as strict.
What is it for you? Like, I know Bateson's been smashing it. He's doing the walking,
genuinely,
isn't he? Like 1.5 hours
genuinely
walking,
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, he's below 100 now.
Yeah, he's 99.
He looks unbelievable.
No, absolutely brilliant.
But
Proud of him.
You know what you should do? I mean, we talk about this on the podcast every other pod, so people are sick of it now. But you should give yourself a goal, like some sort of fitness goal. We've had them. Probably had High Rocks recently. I had a marathon. Chips probably going to have a marathon coming up at some point soon. But once you set that goal, you then do it. Like, obviously for you, the main goal that drove you for 2 or 3 years was just lose the fucking weight.
Yeah.
And that's valid. But I now think you're at a point where you can actually, you're at a weight as well, where you can actually start looking at these more achievable goals. Maybe it's a half marathon, maybe it's whatever it is.
Yeah,
have you thought about? I think you should. If you're struggling to find motivation to really go and get something, you should actually find an event or something that you do on a particular day and you complete it.
Yeah,
I think that'll be sick.
Yeah, half marathon would certainly be a cool thing to try.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, because I mean, you did the 75 hard, didn't you?
75 hard was amazing as well.
Yeah, I don't think I looked at it. I don't think I could do that. I just don't think I've got the.
No. Of course you could do it. Of course you could do it.
It's just.
I don't think I want to do it. And maybe I reckon I could do it. I don't want. I don't want.
To be fair, you've got to sacrifice so much shit on that. To be fair, like, you know what? I'd probably never do it again because the taste of that sweet cider.
Yeah, the nectar. But maybe you should pick something and get after it.
Yeah,
2025.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. I think a good initial one. I mean, I like cycling on the bike in the gym. Maybe a 58-minute out at like 30k or something. Just to
Mate, you could cycle to some like random country in
That
Europe.
would be cool.
Because you don't like flying, you fucking cycle there.
I would do that.
Cycle to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I swear that's a thing. You can cycle to Amsterdam.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I would do that.
And you just drop off. You camp.
You get some content out of that.
No camping.
Get some content out of that.
But I would do it. Yeah.
Have you ever done an IRL stream?
Yeah, I do them now and again. I did one when I was abroad. I did a couple.
There you go.
Is it quite a ball to set up?
It's so easy. I mean,
just pull up on your.
You just pull your phone out. Ironically, I was trying to get. When we did the IRL stream, they kicked me out of this place called Media Market in Germany for filming in there. Right. I was trying to buy a selfie stick to IRL stream whilst IRL streaming.
And they just were...
Yeah, he was fuming. Fuming. The chat were like, go back in. I thought,
social anxiety took the better.
I actually did remember saying, I'm never going to go business with them ever again. I'm pretty sure the next day I went and bought a phone charger, which also broke, you fucking German bastard.
Jesus, there you go.
And that was in Amsterdam. I was in Amsterdam. I was dying with a hangover. I needed to charge my phone for the train. I bought it, plugged it in. It didn't fucking work.
Right.
20 euros and never get
just
back.
Punched him.
Right. Well, why would you incite violence like that, Chip?
I'm joking. I'd get punched.
Yeah, we wouldn't survive. Anyways, guys, look, Pi, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. You have been an absolute legend and really appreciate you coming on, waffling with us. The fans will always enjoy it. So yeah, big up yourself. Guys, if you haven't already, then make sure you follow Pi on all the socials. They'll be in the show notes or the YouTube description. And of course, we've got all our stuff on there as well. So make sure you go. And if there are any hoodies from the 165 drop, you're more than welcome to go and try and get one. I got a feeling that there's definitely going to be some sizes out of stock.
got a green one, thank you.
For sure. Oh, well, we'll get you this grey one and the black one too.
Yeah.
Very kindly, thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Amazing. Guys, we'll see you
love
all
you.
next time. Bye-bye.
We love you. We
Okay,
love you
no,
so
you don't.
much.
You don't love them like that.
Aggressively love you.